In 1959, a small band of revolutionaries led by Fidel Castro and Che Guevara overthrew the Batista dictatorship in Cuba. In its place, they established the first socialist state in the Western Hemisphere. The Cuban Revolution didn't just change life on the island, it shook the world. Before Castro, some say life in Cuba was pretty good. The economy was booming, literacy rates were high, and people in Havana enjoyed all the modern conveniences. But beneath the surface, there was rising inequality, rampant racism, and a corrupt US-backed dictator named Fulgencio Batista. This reality led some young Cubans to call for change, and more distance from the United States. Among them was a young lawyer named Fidel Castro. In Mexico in 1955, Fidel Castro met Ernesto Che Guevara. Che had become a Marxist while riding his motorcycle through the Americas in the early 50s, witnessing poverty and the impact of U.S. intervention, particularly the CIA-backed overthrow of Guatemala's democratically elected president. Together, Fidel and Che plotted an armed revolution against Batista. The revolution began with a daring plan. On December 2, 1956, 82 fighters sailed to Cuba on a beat-up fishing yacht called Grandma. Many were killed or captured immediately, and Che was wounded. But about a dozen fighters made it to the Sierra Maestra Mountains, where they regrouped and formed a new rebel army. For 2 years, they waged a relentless guerrilla war against Batista's forces. Finally, on New Year's Day, 1959, Batista fled the country. Fidel Castro named himself prime minister, a position he would hold for almost half a century. Che Guevara continued to fight for revolutionary causes but was killed in Bolivia in 1967. Yet his legacy endures. His image remains a symbol of rebellion, printed on t-shirts worn by youth around the world. The Cuban Revolution transformed not just Cuba but also the global geopolitical landscape. It altered the island's relationship with the United States and left a lasting imprint on the 20th century.